this world were mine.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that light, hit them strictly with that fire. Fire, 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 fire. Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply.
Hey y'all, it's your boy Davion here with another food review. I am in Salt Lake City, Utah. I came actually out here for work assignment, but I wanted to try Les's BBQ. It's been on TikTok everywhere. Unfortunately, they're closed for today. Oh, thank you. Unfortunately, they're closed for today, so they won't be open again until about Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. So I'm here at another barbecue place. This is called R&R BBQ. They have a couple of different sauces. They have a sweet sauce, less sweet, more heat, and their original sauce. Yeah, so I'm not sure what the difference is between all of them. I'm guessing they're in the name, but I'm gonna check them all out. Let me show you all the food. All right, so I got a 3-meat plate. There's brisket, ribs, and a andouille style sausage. It comes with either a roll or hush puppies. The hush puppies were recommended to me. Also came with a side of creamed corn, and they just blessed me with a little bit of mac and cheese on the house, so shout out to them. All right, so y'all know me. Y'all know it's your boy. Y'all know I am from the land of barbecue. I'm from Texas, okay? We're gonna play about our barbecue, especially our brisket. So we're about to get into it. First things first, I'm gonna try all the sauces. All right, y'all, so I am going to try all of the meats first. First things first, I'm actually gonna try the brisket. So let's get into it. I like my brisket with a little bit of fat to it. We're gonna try it sauce-free. That's pretty good. A nice smoke on it. I will say when I walked in, I did smell smoke. I see a really nice smoke on it. It's pretty good. Is it Texas barbecue? No. But it does have good flavor, really good smoke. I can tell there's some mesquite and some pecan in there. So they probably have a blended wood. Pretty good, pretty good overall. All right, y'all. So let's get into the rib. Pork rib is one of my favorites. That's pretty good. It's a little bit more savory than what I expect. Usually when I eat a pork rib, it usually has a little bit of a sweet on the back end. It's more of a savory rib, but the smoke on it is impeccable. It's pretty good. It's tender, pull right off the bone. It's delicious. All right, we're gonna try this spicy andouille sausage. I'm just gonna get a little butt here. So y'all know andouille sausage is from NOLA, from Louisiana. Let's see what it's about. I like the seasoning in it. You use just a little bit more salt for me. There is a little heat that comes through on the back end, but overall it's really delicious. Let's try the sides. All right, y'all, so we're gonna try the sides. First things first is the cream corn. Right off the bat, not a lot of cream, but it looks good, so let's give it a taste. That's different. It's not very sweet. It almost looks a little bit more like white corn rather than the sweet yellow corn. I think if it was the sweet yellow corn, it'd be a 10 out of 10. The creaminess of it is really good. It has a nice little acidity to it, but it's not as sweet as I would expect it. I'm from the South, we like everything sweet. All right, y'all, so moment of truth for this mac and cheese. Not gonna hold you, it looks pretty fire. It's definitely giving Chick-fil-A. Y'all know Chick-fil-A got some good macaroni. Fight with your mama, don't fight me. Looks pretty good. It's not super cheesy, but you can tell that they use fresh cheese. It's not like a cheese sauce out of a can or a tube. So it looks pretty homemade. Let's give it a try. I like that. I actually like that. That's really good. I mean, it's macaroni and it's cheese. It's simple. That's good. I would say if they had it just a little bit more creamy, it would be a 10 out of 10, to be honest with you. I give this about an 8.5 out of 10 just because it's not as creamy and saucy, but it has macaroni and cheese flavor, and it's seasoned pretty good. That's good. All right, I'm gonna circle back on the sausage, and I'm gonna try all of the sausages with some of the barbecue sauce. So this is the original. Let's see what it's hitting for. It's pretty good. It's not that sweet. It's very silky. This actually has a little bit, well, maybe it's the sausage that has the heat. It's very silky and smooth, but it's not one note. It has some dimension of flavor. It has some pretty good pepper off up in there. I just realized maybe I should try the brisket because it's more neutral. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna try a little bit of meat with barbecue sauce. And I'm gonna do just a little piece of brisket with each just to see what it's hitting for. This is the original. That's pretty good. I mean, it tastes like a standard barbecue sauce, something I would expect at just about any barbecue restaurant in Texas. It has a nice little layer of vinegar, nice balance of sweet, but not too sweet. Good pepper in there, so pretty decent for the original. All right, this is the sweet. So once again, just gonna take a little bit of brisket, try it out, sweet. That indeed is like a sweeter version of the original. It actually has a little bit of tang on the back end too, but overall it's pretty sweet. I like that one a little bit better. All right, y'all, so this is the less sweet, more heat. We'll give that a try on a piece of brisket. Immediately, it has a totally different flavor. I'm not sure what's giving it that heat, but I like it. It's not overly spicy. The buildup is just right on it. You taste the almost like a Tapatio style sauce, hot sauce. You taste a little hot sauce in the front. Slowly builds the heat and then it brings it back in. So it's not overwhelming at all. I absolutely love that one, but the sweet is my favorite. All right, so once again, I told you guys that they typically come with a roll or a hush puppy. The hush puppy was recommended to me over the roll, so let's give it a try. It's pretty good. If I were to get this, I would probably get something cold next time, like a coleslaw or a potato salad to dip it in. Hush puppies can be pretty dry. It's very good. It's very hard to get it right, but it's pretty good. I'll give you guys my rating. All right, so overall, my total with the brisket was about $22. Maybe 23. Just keep in mind there is an upcharge when you get brisket. So whatever meat plate you can get any meat plate. But with brisket, there is an upcharge. So just keep that in mind. For the $22 that I spent here, I'll give you my rating on everything. We'll start with the sides. The mac and cheese was a 9 out of 10. The cream corn was about a 7.5 out of 10. Hush puppy, 6 out of 10. Wasn't terrible. The brisket, I'll give that a solid 7 out of 10. And that's really, really good for non-Texas barbecue. The ribs, I'll give that a 6 out of 10 as well. Once again, I like a little bit of sweetness on my rib. Adding the barbecue sauce may make the difference. And the andouille sausage, I absolutely love the flavor on it. I give that a 7 out of 10 as well. Overall, I give the place, the atmosphere, the environment, and the affordability, I'll give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. All right, so till next time, we're gonna check out Les BBQ if I get a chance to while I'm here, and we'll see how they compare. All right, y'all, it's your boy Davion, and I am at Les BBQ. Now, I ain't finna try all the oxtails and do all that. I'm just gonna come and give it a little taste. I'll be here for a week, so I'm sure later on in the week I'll probably come back and do a full review. But I'm just stopping to get a little something before I check into my hotel. So let's see what it's all about.
Testing. All right. You can cut out that other.
Hey, yo, aim. Yeah. Run it up, Blondo.
Hey, see, I'm from Texas, where we should ride in swangers and put diamonds in our necklace. Pour drink inside my lemonade till it look like a Pepsi. See, I come from the D where we got checks and we be flexing. If you ain't from my state, then you should know don't mess with Texas. Hey, we always strapped, we keep our weapons. My mama from the 8, she slowed it down for me at 7. Used to think Pepsi was a god before he went to heaven.
Alright, y'all, it's your boy Davion. I'm here back with another food review. I'm here none other than the famous Les BBQ. So I just got my food. I'm taking it all out, getting ready to take it all in. But I'm gonna let you guys know right now, it is a pretty nice establishment. It's very, very clean on the inside. It's a little bit smaller than what I expected, but you know, it's not a big, large restaurant front. It's nice, definitely nice, clean, well lit. Y'all know I hate a super dim restaurant. So I'm here, back with another food review. About to tell y'all what it do. All right, so this is the food here, and this is first impression, first watch, first open. So what I ordered was spare ribs and oxtail. I don't see the oxtail, so it must not be ready yet. I also got a side of mac and cheese and a side of dirty rice. So looks like my meal might be incomplete. So I guess we're waiting on oxtail. But get y'all with it. This is the 2-meat plate. The oxtail was an upcharge of $7, so that made it to a total of $28. But the 2-meat plate, normally with their regular meats, at $21, it comes with 2 sides and a drink. I think that's very reasonable. You'll go to Papa's and probably pay that or more. So I think that's a very, very reasonable price point. So here we go. We got 3 full ribs, looks like. And a couple of tips down at the bottom, which is perfectly fine. Now, first impression, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm just licking. Excuse me, y'all. First impression, I will tell y'all. Smell check, wonderful. But the color, a little disappointing, honestly. The color on R&R's ribs were way closer to what I'm used to for a really good fine smoked rib, at least 3 to 6 hours. So the color looks way better at R&R. The smell though, it's very, very smell. You can kind of see some of the coarseness of the seasoning on some of this rib. So it's very well seasoned. It's not like a one-note color. So I do enjoy that. The macaroni and cheese looks fire. Definitely looks homemade. But I'm still waiting on a couple things. So before I get to eating, I'll be right back. Yeah, so kind of glad I didn't walk away. Because they brought me my stuff in container. I'm just shaking this table a little loose. But yeah, I'm missing oxtail and I'm missing dirty rice. So hopefully they get it to me pretty soon. Yeah, but they're handling it, so everybody's here really nice. I'm usually one black person here, right? One thing I do love is it is an open kitchen, so you can see me talking right now. Excuse me, Jesus. You know, but hey, it's a trade of business. I love supporting black-owned business, and it's got the Texas name on it. And y'all know I rep it all day long. Everywhere I go, everywhere I travel, the boys from Texas. We know good food, and we definitely know barbecue, clean barbecue. I didn't get brisket because, you know, brisket is barbecue, barbecue is brisket, so I'm not even gonna trip. But I will say, I did want to try the oxtail because it's what they're known for. I got ribs because spare ribs is king in Texas. So we'll see how it goes.
What's the name of it? David.
Got you
Right there.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So I got the dirty rice. That's here. Looks good. Anybody who is from Houston or who knows Houston, listen, Watkins. Dirty rice smells good, but it smells different. It's not what I'm used to at all. It almost smells like crawfish seasoning or crawfish boil seasoning. That's kind of throwing me off just a little bit. Also, your meal comes with Texas toast and 2 barbecue sauces. We're going to see what they're about. Let's open up these oxtails together. I don't know if y'all can see, but there's definitely some steam coming up off these oxtails. I got 3 with an order. I don't think that's bad at all for $8 or $7, a $7 additional charge. So I'm just gonna taste everything. I'm not going into town because, listen, I gotta get back to my hotel room and get a little relaxation time in before I have to go in and start my work process. But let's hit it.
First off, you better remember what that sign say before you come down here. Don't mess with Texas.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna start with the spare rib. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the tip. I'm not gonna pick up a whole rib. If you know, you know. Texas, spare ribs are king. And if you really, really got something good going on, rib tips all day long. You get the most meat, a little bit of that gristle and fat, perfect combination. So I'm gonna start with the rib tip. Here we go, no barbecue sauce, just as is. Pretty decent. The smoke flavor is definitely the most flavor on the rib and on the beef. It's definitely smoked really well, and the smoke flavor shines through. I'm not mad at it at all. Do I absolutely love it? No. To be honest with you, again, the smoke, color, and consistency of the meat at R&R's BBQ was just a little bit better for me. The flavor, however, is better here. Of course, you get more meat because they use, I'm assuming, baby backs, or no, they probably use like center cut or St. Louis style ribs. I'm gonna grab another tip though. It's the rib tips, and I'm gonna give it a taste with the sauce and see where it's heading for. I'm not trying to be too long. I'm trying to give y'all some quicker reactions, but hey, you know how I am. I gotta be real with it. The sauce is good. It's familiar. Ooh, damn, the staple's doing something to me. The sauce is good. It's got a familiar, reminiscent flavor. I'm assuming sweet baby raised or Kraft Dr. It's definitely not a homemade sauce. 100%. No, it's not a homemade sauce. But it's delicious. It's got a perfect sweetness, good seasoning or flavor on it. But it doesn't even taste that doctored up, if I'm going to be honest with you. But it is pretty good sauce. Ribs, however, like I say, I would like a little bit more smoke. Sometimes when you have a good, nice bark and smoke on your meat, and then you wrap it, put it in some type of steamer or something like that, that bark just kind of disintegrates. So the smoke flavor's there all day long, but the bark and the sticky coating, maybe a little brown sugar dusting, that would do it some justice for sure. So the ribs, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. All right, y'all, let's hit these sides. We're gonna start with the mac and cheese first. It's kind of over here in the corner, you can't really see it. But it is mac. It is cheese, it's not overly cheesy. But it is a little greasy, not gonna lie. Let's give it a taste. This is pretty good. I like the cheesy consistency here, but I like the texture better at R&R. That's just me. Don't shoot your messenger, argue with your mama, don't argue with me. This has much better flavor, much better cheesy flavor, much better seasoning, but I like the consistency of the noodles and the cheese ratio at R&R. I do rate this higher though, because overall it's seasoned better. The cheese is a little bit more consistent, but I do like the flavor as well. I just like the texture better at R&R's mac and cheese. I love this an 8.5 out of 10, 100%. 8.5 out of 10 all day long. Now here's the dirty rice. Once again, the smell, it almost smells like a mix of barbecue seasoning and a mix of crawfish seasoning, like the Zatarain's crawfish boil seasoning. That's what it smells like. That smell is off-putting to me because the dirty rice and the flavor of it, it actually smells really good. But whatever they dust on top, I'm not a fan of the smell of it. And it ain't about the smell, it's about the taste. So let's get the taste. I like it. It's got some heat to it. It doesn't taste like crawfish seasoning as much, but it does have that heat like crawfish seasoning. It's pretty spicy. So if you don't like spicy, that's not for you. It's good. In my mind, it needs more salt just to bring out the basis of all the flavors, but the seasoning is pretty salty and it doesn't accent the flavor well. So I don't know, maybe the meat needs to be seasoned more or the rice needs to be seasoned when it's cooked. I'm not sure, but it's like you don't taste the salt and then all of a sudden you taste a lot of salt. And what I was told, I believe, is that they dust this seasoning on top of the rice when it's finished and kind of mix it in. Well, overall dirty rice, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. Really good, but it is spicy, so just be mindful if you order it. All right, so I did want to pull this angle down a little bit so you guys can get into the oxtail. So this is the plain smoked oxtail, the cherry red or whatever, it's candy red. That's not available, if I'm not mistaken. I think you can order it in a quarter pound, but they make that one as far as what I'm told. So it's not available at the store. I could be wrong, I could have been hearing it wrong, but I think it was told to me that it wasn't available. It's an online thing, but you can get it if you order by the pound or by the quarter pound or something like that, and they make it fresh. So I don't know if you have to order that in advance. I don't know, I was a little confused. But these are just the plain smoked oxtail. All right, so we're gonna give it a try. This is what they're famous for. So everything else, you know, the rating is the rating. But this is going to give me insight on what the buzz is about. Now y'all know I'm impartial to oxtails. I don't have to have them, but I do like them. And so here we go. First off, the smell, top notch. Smell alone, I give it a 9 out of 10. But the taste is what matters. I love them, but I was not expecting this flavor, to be honest with you. And it could be because after they cook or smoke the oxtails, they put them in some type of au jus or some type of juice to keep them juicy, right? So that may have altered the flavor. If I took this right off the grill or right off the pit and bit into it like an apple, I'm sure that it would be better. But it's not bad at all. I like it. I really, really like it. I can see that they add more seasoning on top. You can even kind of see the seasoning flakes. If you see little white, red flakes in there. I like it, but it was not what I was expecting. I will tell you right now, even though there's less bark and less color on the ribs have more wood flavor and smoke than the oxtails do. Now, it may just be this batch. Maybe it's different when you get them shipped to you. I don't know, but these oxtails in the restaurant have less smoke flavor, in my opinion, than the ribs. But these oxtails, they're amazing. They're great. I like the seasoning on them. I wasn't expecting the flavor that I got out of them, so they're really good. But they weren't as smoky as I expected. They have more of a braised flavor. There's virtually no smoke on these. I'm disappointed with that, but it's a really good oxtail. Would I pay $200 to ship them? Buy them and ship them? No. But again, they may taste different in their shipping component than they do in this component, because from what I saw as they served them, these are kind of put in some type of au jus to just keep them juicy, keep them moist, and that may reduce some of the smoke flavor. And if that's the case, I will go way lighter on the au jus. I will go for a steam just to keep them fresh and juicy and moist. Wrap them really good and steam them. That'll lock in your wood flavor 10 times more than what I'm getting currently. I'm just not getting smoke flavor. But they're good. They're seasoned well. This one that I have in front of me is not overly fatty, and I like that. And so I can see why this would be the best barbecue in Utah, best barbecue in the state. I don't think anything could touch them here. But in Texas, yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of competition out there that would be on the same level or excel. That's just how I see it right now. That's my honest review. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all every single time. The oxtails, I give it 8.5 out of 10. They're good, but for them to be smoked, barbecued, marketed as that, it's just not coming through for me. Maybe this batch, it's an in batch, I don't know. It's not coming through for me. But I like them. I just want you guys to know, I like them. I just did not expect the flavor that I'm getting right now, because they don't taste how they're marketed, in my mind. Could be wrong. The sauce, I could do totally without it. Barbecue sauce. Everything else is pretty good. Overall, I think I'm gonna rate this restaurant. It's a Utah 10. It's a Texas strong 7. A Texas strong 7. All right. So that's my review. Again, I like it. Once again, this is here in Draper, Utah. Spent about $30, $28 before tax, $31 to be exact. I think it's a great value for all you get. Like I said, I got ribs. I got a side of oxtails for a $7 upcharge. The brisket is a $3 upcharge. You get toast, 2 sides, and a drink. That's a wonderful deal to me. And yeah, this is my barbecue review. R&R versus Les. R&R got a 6.5 for me, and Les got a Utah 10. I don't know what I said, maybe 7.5, 8.5 for a Texas 7.5. So they're just a step above. I mean, they're worlds above for Utah. But R&R impressed me as a Texan. That's all I can say. It impressed me as a Texan. I wasn't mad at it. I didn't hate it. I love this more, absolutely. But I wasn't mad at it. I didn't hate it. And yeah, I think Les is a great place to come eat barbecue if you're ever in Utah. But if you live in Texas, you live somewhere in the South where barbecue is as more relevant, you're not missing much of anything. And I'm just being completely honest. Listen, I love supporting black businesses all day long. That's my thing. I know I try to find them everywhere. But I'm gonna keep it a buck, I'm gonna keep it a buck, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I wasn't as impressed by this as I wanted to be. And I came in here with an open slate. So just keeping it real. I love y'all. Y'all go and be blessed. Remember that God loves you and I do too. And go and be great because you already are. All right. I love y'all. See y'all next time.